Good morning again from Ella. We're standing here outside of Ella Station. It's actually the fourth time we've been here now trying to book tickets to go up to Nuwara Eliya. The first time we came here, it was closed. The second time we came here, he told us you can't pre-book, you have to book on the day. The third time we came here, he told us we needed passports. And today we've come here and he's told us you can't actually book until 40 minutes before the train comes. So we're becoming very familiar with Ella Station, but we're going to go and try and find a cup of tea and then we'll come back. We are Andrew and Leanne, and in 2021 we packed our bags, quit our job and sold our car for a one-way ticket around the world. In the last episode we explored Ella. This time we're making our way to the cooler Nuwara Eliya.
So I'm just walking through the train to try and get some snacks for me and Leanne. Nobody seems to be selling food in first class. So we're making our way to second and third class to see if we can pick up any food. Okay, so I've had some success in second class. Picked up some short eats. Just gonna head back to Leanne and try them out.
These are so delicious. We're so hungry. I could eat anything right now. Andrew delivered the goods. He had to go back into second class to get some food. These little prawn things with little shrimpies. What's your name, my friend?
Ajanta.
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 This is Andrew, Leanne.
Leanne, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. First impressions of this place. Wow, look at the view. Wow. And the sweetest young lady has just come to check us in as well. Unfortunately, I think we stole her tuk-tuk because she had to walk up the hill whilst we drove up the hill, so I feel really guilty. It is so much colder here. I've got goosebumps.
Colombo was around 35 degrees. Ella was around 27 degrees. This place at the moment is 21 degrees and it's dropping down to 9 at night.
9! We set our air conditioning in Colombo to 24 degrees and that was cold. So this is colder than what we're used to with the air conditioning. It's beautiful though, it's a beautiful day. That's the town just down there. I'm already in love with our host. She is adorable. This is the room. It's super cozy because it's freezing here. We've got a nice full-length mirror, a nice bed. I appreciate the fluffy blanket because it is cold. Oh, it's so nice. It's so soft. Okay. Oh, it's so cozy. It's like a little cottage. And then in here, we have our own private bathroom with what's it called? Shower, toilet, sink, mirror. And the best thing is the view. Look at that view.
Good morning. I will explain what we did last night before I explain where we are this morning. We checked into the hotel. I spent a good 3 or 4 hours editing the vlog and uploading it, and then we had a meal with some new friends that we met and the family at the homestay. We slept amazing. It's probably the best bed, the most comfortable bed that we have slept in the past 4 months that we've been traveling. So this morning we've taken a minivan to Horton Plains so that we can hike the 3 hours, I think she said, the 3 hours up to World's End.
Just to mention as well, it did cost 4,300 rupees each to get in. You do have to pay for your driver as well, who will hopefully wait for us. The trip here was about an hour and maybe 10 minutes or so outside of Nuwara Eliya. Also, you're not allowed plastic inside this park. Apparently a lot of the deer here actually die from consuming plastic that people leave, so we're happy to do what they say.
We want to apologise if the audio is terrible. We actually had our drone and our microphone confiscated at the entrance, which we don't mind, we completely understand. A little bit confused about the microphone being confiscated, but it's not a problem, it's park rules, we're more than happy to comply. We just hope that the audio isn't too terrible in the video.
And now we've got a 3-hour walk to a waterfall. We've just arrived at Mini World's End. It's just behind us if Andrew doesn't fall into a bush. It's a little bit hazy, but hopefully the cloud's clear and we can get a good view.
The views from here are absolutely stunning. Up until this point it's felt a lot like a walk through Wales or England back home. But once we've reached this viewpoint, it's absolutely jaw-dropping. Like the valley is just so deep and extends like as far as the eye can see. It's really, really nice, really pretty. So we finally made it up to Greater World's End. Honestly, if you had told me we were in Northern England, I would probably believe you during this walk. Like, it is almost identical. Like, all the plants are exactly the same. The weather is pretty much identical. The only thing that's different is these big valleys. Other than that, we could be in England. So now that we've actually finished the walk to World's End, we still have a short walk to Baker's Falls. Apparently it's very pretty. So we'll see what it's like when we get there. Where are we, Leanne?
Baker Falls?
I cannot believe we've just missed that on camera. We have just had the biggest swarm of bees I've ever seen fly overhead. There was literally thousands of bees just flew overhead our head. Like, the sky was black.
I heard them, and then as we were walking, I saw a couple, and then I looked up to the sky, and the sky was black with bees. So we started running. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do.
But it worked.
But it worked. They kind of just went past. That was terrifying. My heart. So our hosts at the house are actually gonna let me attempt to cook the food tonight. I'm kind of nervous. I'm really bad at cooking, so let's see how I do. So I'm gonna try and grind this coconut now with this machine and try and not cut my fingers off. So you press the button and you put the coconut inside. Carefully. Oh, that's really difficult.
You're doing it all in one spot. You need to
Sorry, okay. It's really difficult. So my next job is a little bit easier. I just have to tear these mushrooms as thin as possible. if I'm doing it. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do that.
I've been put to work as well. I'm peeling the garlic.
So she was telling me to take this top bit and then peel like this. Hope I'm not very slow.
So we're just about to set Leanne loose with a knife. This will be interesting to watch.
So I have to cut it in half. Try not to slice my finger off. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, okay. Under a time constraint here. Oh geez, Louise. Is there a hospital close? Good leaves.
This is the cucumber for the salad.
So we've just finished cooking and the house is still here. It's not on fire, so I didn't do too bad. We've got 3 types of curries. We've got 3 or 4 different types of vegetables with some turmeric rice, and I'm really excited to try it. It is another beautiful day here in Nuwara Eliya. We have a pretty full day today. Plan is to go and walk to a lake. We're not sure where it is yet, but we're gonna try and get it up on Google Maps. And then we are going to go to the local market, book tickets to a Sri Lankan cinema because we're going with our house guests tonight to see the new Batman film. And then we might be going to get high tea this afternoon. And then, yeah, little wander around before the cinema. Super exciting day. So we've only been here a couple of days in Nuwara Eliya, but I already feel like I'm part of the family and that I could live here for longer. They have good weather, good tea, a good mix of Western and local foods, a decently sized town with lots of things inside, a market, lovely, lovely people, a train station that's not very far away. What more could you want?
Also, just behind us, there is a place that sells egg hoppers. I haven't had egg hoppers since we were back in Colombo, so I will definitely be going back there because I love egg hoppers. Okay, so we've got the tickets and we need to be back there at 4:30 p.m. for the viewing of Batman.
So I just wanted to be a little bit serious for a second. Since being in Sri Lanka for nearly 3 weeks, obviously we've had like a great time. The main thing that stands out to us in this country is the people. I've never met people so generous in my life. Most people won't really accept tips unless you really force it. Unfortunately, the country is struggling at the moment, Sri Lanka. They are having regular power cuts in some areas. Quite lucky here in Nuwara Eliya that they haven't had any power cuts just yet. But saying that, you know, the gas prices have gone up like they have worldwide. The food prices have also inflated here. Cost of living has just gone up massively. The country is on the verge of bankruptcy. And still, the people here are so lovely. Always smiling, always really helpful. They can't do enough for you. You know, unfortunately, the rupee has dropped in value quite considerably in the past 3 weeks we've been here. When we arrived, you could get 275 rupees to the pound. Now it's gone up to 335 rupees to the pound, and that's in the space of about 2.5, 3 weeks. So you can understand how things are here. Please come to Sri Lanka. They really do need the tourism. They are wonderful people. It's a wonderful country. It's very diverse. There's lots of cultures here, lots of things to see. It's very authentic and very raw still, but we've not had a problem since being here, getting around or meeting people or having a good time. So put it on your bucket list. Real hot coffee. So we're here in Victoria Park, and I just want to point out it is 400 rupees for foreign adults. I think it's 150 rupees for foreign children, and I'm pretty sure it's free for local people. It's a big park. Sorry, there's a crow bathing itself, look. Let's see what it has to offer.
Okay, just a quick heads up as well, you're not allowed to fly drones in this park. I just got shouted at. In fact, in the drone shot that I got, you can actually see the guard approaching. So, yeah, so don't fly drones in Victoria Park in Nuwara Eliya.
He was really nice though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he waved at me when I put the drone away. So, don't think he was too mad.
So this kids park is amazing. As you can see, there's like this little mini level crossing here with a train track, and just behind Andrew is the little train that you can go on. I don't think it's working at the moment, but it's very fun.
So this is where we're actually trying to head to next. This is the rear end of the Nuwara Eliya Central Market. However, we can't get out of the park here, so we need to find the exit and then make our way around to the market.
So we're just standing outside the Central Market. Let's go inside. This is the thing she had in the smoothies as well. Should we get some apples and stuff? Some fruit?
Oh, it's all a curb.
Some vanilla pods?
Yes, sir. What do you want?
Look at the vanilla pods, look.
Oh wow.
Oh, it smells so good.
That's right. Stuti macam.
Balance.
Look at these bananas on these huge stems here. All the dried fish, oh, they look super good actually. And the eggs and things. Oh, look at these. What's this? What is that? If anybody knows what that is, please let us know in the comments. There's a curry leaf and things.
Friend.
Hello.
Come with that. Ooh. So this is green jackfruit. I think our host actually said she was going to buy some of this to make us a curry. I've not had green jackfruit yet. I've had like ripe jackfruit as a fruit, but I've never had it cooked like a vegetable. Okay, so we've walked the length of the market. Seems a lot of it's closed at the moment. We're going to come back maybe tomorrow and buy some fish for the family that we're staying with to cook for dinner. But we're just about to go and find one of the nice fruit stalls and buy some fruit for the day because we need some fruit, I think. I'm going to try and get something maybe a little bit exotic and maybe some like apples as well. Something a bit more homely. Yeah. We had those in the smoothies. Yeah.
Yes, sir. What do you want?
Hello.
Yes, what do you want?
What fruit do you want, Leanne?
Is this watermelon?
Yes.
Okay. Can you take one watermelon?
Okay. And should we get maybe one of those as well? Because that was delicious.
You want one of them?
Yeah.
And what's this?
Sour.
Sour
Yeah,
And
sour
you
sop.
can drink it. You
Into like smoothie? Yeah. Maybe get one of them.
It's ready.
This.
Yes. It's better.
This is tomorrow maybe.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting knocked out by bananas here.
Do you know what? We haven't had grapes. We're going to get some grapes as well. We haven't had grapes in months. So we're going to get some grapes.
1,660 rupees.
It's a lot of fruit. Is
Thank
this
you
keto?
very much.
Keto?
Honey.
Honey. Okay.
Okay. You will taste
For
now?
this. Oh, we have at home. Yeah. Okay.
So bihani and then kithol.
Yeah, we have this.
The kithol is rasai. Rasai.
Nice.
Really good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Stuti machan.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We have loaded up with fruit. This should do us for the next couple of days. And we bought a soursop as well, which we've never eaten raw, but the woman made us a soursop smoothie yesterday, and it was absolutely delicious. So we bought some more.
Small but happy little market. We have enough fruit probably for the next 2 weeks. And all that fruit cost 1,600 rupees, which I think is actually very reasonable. Good morning from a very sunny Sri Lanka, Nuwara Eliya. We're awake today, not too early, with our friend here. What's your name?
I'm Ajanta.
Ajanta, and we are in one of the tea plantations now, just going on a little walk through the fields. The plan today is to visit a tea factory and then some waterfalls afterwards, and this kind gentleman's taking us in his tuk-tuk.
So this tea garden that we are in at the moment is the Damro tea garden. We are actually heading to the Damro factory very shortly. And I honestly cannot explain how much I love the landscape here. I love like tea plantations up on like terraces. It's so pretty. We don't get anything like this in the UK. And the way the sun like shines off the tea leaves, because they're quite glossy, it's just really, really pretty.
We've arrived at Damro Tea Lounge, which is the tea factory here. As you can see behind us is a huge sign. Ready for our tea talk? The lady just told us that they just produce black tea here, but they do also produce green tea and white tea in Sri Lanka, but at this factory just black. But behind us is the first process of processing the black tea. They basically put 2,000 kilos of wet fresh tea into these boxes behind us. They then naturally air dry them from underneath for 12 to 14 hours, depending on whether it's raining or not. And then in the end, they get just over 1,000 kilos because it's half dried. The next step is the rolling machines, which roll the tea. The step after that is the separating of the finer particles from the bigger particles, which gives you a stronger cup of tea or a less strong cup of tea. And then after that is the fermentation stage, which turns the leaves from like a green colour to a brown colour. This stage produces the caffeine content. The next step is drying, and they dry the tea here by wood fire, which is great because it gives it such a good aroma. The final step is separating the different sized particles again, so separating the stems from the rest of the leaf, separating the very fine particles for the strong cup of tea from the bigger particles for a weaker cup of tea. 80% of the produce from this factory goes back to Colombo for the auction, and the rest of it they sell here in their tea shop. Now we get to drink a nice cup of tea with a slice of cake.
Oh, that's a good brew. So we've just stopped off along the road at Ramboda Waterfalls. I actually nearly missed this as we drove past. We couldn't see as much of it from the road. It's literally right off the road. But still, I nearly missed it. It's actually quite a big waterfall. Very pretty. Leanne's just washing her hands in the river. But we're going to get a little bit closer and see if we can get some better shots.
So this is the same waterfall we were at just before, Ramboda Waterfall, except this time we've got 500 steps to walk up to get to the top. Here we go.
It seems to me that no matter wherever we go, we are gluttons for punishment when it comes to climbing steps. Back in Thailand, we climbed the Tiger Cave Temple, which was 1,270. Apparently this is 500, according to our guide. But then somebody's just told us we're near the top, which can't be 500 steps.
Just supporting the locals. Gonna get 2 little cups of tea. I did it wrong, I put it in the tea. Sorry. Thank you. So I think this is like sugar. Really good.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. So the lady was telling us that you bite into the palm sugar and then drink it with the tea. My tea's pretty sweet because I dropped mine in there, thinking it was like a sugar cube, but it's not. So this is almost like palm sugar.
Leanne said she spotted a group of monkeys.
No, a big monkey around the corner.
Hang on. Oh yeah. Yeah. So that's it. This video started in a train station and now it's ending in a train station as well. Today we are jumping on a train from Nuwara Eliya over to Kandy. We have really loved our time here in Nuwara Eliya. It has definitely been our favourite place so far in all of Sri Lanka. But this sadly is the end of this chapter and the end of this vlog as well. If you enjoyed it, please do subscribe. It helps us out so much and we will see you in the next one. Bye.